Hi Cancer, welcome, welcome, welcome. It's my pleasure to work for you, as you know. And also, as you know, these readings are not necessarily only for Cancerian placements. You don't have to have any specific placements in the sign of Cancer in your natal chart for this message to be for you. And you don't have to be watching at the time that this video is made for this message to be for you. This is a collective reading, and so I do encourage you with love to check out all of the readings regardless of the sign. Just see what calls to you. Okay, if you'd like to work more personally with me, you know exactly where to find me. Just click the link for my Etsy shop and it'll take you there, and from there you can take a look at the services that I offer, and you can take a look at the reviews that people have lovingly left. So thank you guys, and anyway, let's jump right in. So Cancer, as I'm feeling into your energy field, it almost felt a little bit like maybe you took a gamble on something recently. It feels like you took a step outside of, so let's say if you were going this way, boop, 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 you took a step with your right foot out of there. I do see that maybe some of you may have taken a step there and brought the other foot there as well, so probably started actively, they're saying, I stumbled on that word, actively going in a certain direction, but before I can even go there, I came right back, and then it's here. So that's showing me that maybe you took a dip in something. You dipped your toe into something to kind of see, is this for me? Or maybe you dipped your toe in there thinking it was for you and you went, but either way, you did it, you came right back, and here we are again. Now, part of you, we're interrupting you. Oh, they're interrupting me, sorry. But hold on, let me hear what they say. Yeah, so they're coming into this reading, God bless, thanks guys, to get you, because it's almost like you want to go here now. So you're still here, and you went here, and it's like, up, and now it's like we're catching you before you go here, because maybe where you need to go is here. But I want to look forward. I want to say that wherever you go, you have to start with a hug. So it's like going back and hugging yourself. Now that's the energetic dynamic that I'm seeing here. So just to summarize that, because we all felt that together, 2 minutes, 22 seconds. The dynamic here is that you should be, let's say should be, going forward. But for whatever reason and under any motivation, you turned to the side and you started going somewhere, and you took a step and you were like, no, that's not for me. You came back here. Now here is where the reading, the guides step in, because they see you about to make a turn to your other side. So before you make that turn to the other side, you got to go back to yourself, give yourself super duper hugs. So I don't know what your huggies are about for you. Maybe it's to soothe you. Maybe you're feeling bad about something you just did. So it's to help you to feel better. Now, I almost said help you to atone. Please understand, you may feel like you need to atone because you, on some level of your field, are choosing to have guilt. Because you, on some level of your field, feel that you've done something bad. If you understand your innocence and you understand, hey, the God said, and A Course in Miracles says that I'm innocent because I am made in the image of the Most High Creator, then what could I have possibly done that has made such an indelible mark that I feel like I'm a bad person? Please understand that I don't want you to think only in terms of this lifetime. You have been around the block for quite some time, and you're carrying energies, misbeliefs in your field about being a horrible person. And of course, God forbid, you do something, you make a mistake, quote unquote, here, you do something that other people didn't like, you hurt somebody, and now it's just feeding that belief, that core belief that you're a bad person. That's why you've got guilt. If someone doesn't have a core belief that they're a bad person, no matter what they've done, it doesn't lead to guilt. It leads to something. It could be something as secure as, oh my God, I made this mistake, and look at what it cost us. So I'm going to really have to dedicate myself to moving forward. I'm glad I had that experience so that I can get up, move forward, learn how to care for others, check in with them, this and that and that. But they're not carrying guilt because you know what? They understand that they didn't mean to do what happened. So they're not creating a value judgment upon themselves and creating a condition for their lovability for themselves based on something they did. And that is mastery in and of itself, understanding that you are being something because you're having an experience here on earth, and it's all temporary. But whatever you're doing on this earth, and whatever you're being, and whatever you're saying and having, and blah blah blah, and what people are making it mean of you, does not necessarily bear reflection on who you are. And so it's such a subtle difference, because for some people, they're going to see that as narcissism. And for some people, energetically speaking, when we feel into the energy field, we can see the motivations there would probably, yeah, okay, it's there's some type of shadow here that's creating a narcissistic, whatever you want to use. But then if you look in some people's fields who don't have that guilt, like that toxic guilt, you will see that it's not that they're coming from a narcissistic or sociopathic or whatever the DSM would say today, or whatever the internet would say today. Two different things, by the way. But instead, it is a healthy sense of self. That's very rare. Just like it's kind of rare to see people who are securely attached, right? There are unicorns out there, it's very, very rare. But the point I'm trying to make here is get out of the guilt mode, because no matter what you've done, you're only feeling guilt because on some level of your field from a long time ago, you've made yourself out to be the bad guy. And in fact, a lot of you here are holding yourself accountable and being mean to yourself and all sorts of stuff and lambasting yourself because you're a victim of trauma. And so it's very common when people have trauma and they haven't really worked through it as yet, to still hold the view that they're horrible people and that it was their fault or that they deserved it. Now, many of them would not dare say this out loud, like, I don't feel like that, because I can pinpoint who did it and blah, 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 blah. But it's not about your conscious mind. It's about getting into your energy field. That's where your lovely energy readers, and healers, will get in there and we're feeling, oh, here it is. And it's affecting your lungs. Let's talk about it, right? So that's what I'm talking about. So you have to understand you're through and through more than just your body. You're through and through more than just your conscious mind. And anybody can attest to that, because the way that mainstream media has moved now, we now finally have gotten to a place after hundreds of years, where we respect the subconscious mind and we understand it more. And there are others who also understand, they've been working in the energy field, that there's correlation. So as our society starts to expand its consciousness and its awareness of what? Its multidimensionality, which is the hallmark of the age of Aquarius, understanding and becoming aware at the conscious level of your multidimensionality and how that relates to your physical environment, physical reality, your physical body, and everything else, right? When you can really dip into that, one of the things that is going to come as a gift is being able to see more holistically, understanding that life is integrative. So life is not compartmentalized. It's your vision that is small. So that's what we're doing. We're healing our perceptions. So anyway, Cancers, here we are doing the best that we can, and we're catching you to interrupt you, moving into yet another oblique movement. So let's take a look. And again, as I said, it's got to start with a step backward with super duper hugs for yourself. Interesting. Look at where the Wheel of Fortune, the doorway, the gateway, portal day, right? We're still in the shadow of the portal. Actually, I'm doing this video on portal day, August 8th. Now, of course, we have a date attached, but please understand that these energies are viable after the date we have attached and before the date as well. So it actually spans out to a few weeks. So anyway, here you are to go forward. But as I want to go forward through this gateway, I just felt this snake. And it's so funny because I saw a snake a few minutes ago while I was talking. Maybe I'm hearing 4, maybe around minute 4. I don't know what I was talking about, but I saw a snake, a green snake right there. But anyway, so here we have the snake around the throat. So they're saying, do you know that you're in guilt? Now, one of the ways that some of you watching this can tell, they're so funny. They're so funny. They're like, actually, it was, yeah, they're so funny. They're like, actually, it was around the 7-minute mark, and you were actually looking out your window. whatever, okay? We're doing my best here, but they're saying how you'll know if you've been having guilt come up and make itself known to you is you're having throat problems. And I'm feeling my throat constrict right now, 10 minutes, 10 seconds. Yeah, guilt. Oh, I struggle with a lot of that myself. You know, I'm always thinking, oh, I'm the bad person. I'm the worst person on this earth. And, you know, the standard is set by other people. And God forbid, they can't missee anything or misperceive it. I must be the problem. Too many Libran placements. I'm sorry. We're trying to work through it, right? Cancer North Node, interesting. But anyway, the point is a lot of people right now are experiencing, they're saying heart-based frequencies extending up to the throat. And they're like literally saying when we say, what does it say? My heart got caught in my throat. Let me write that down. That's so true. His heart got caught in his throat. Oh my God. If we understood how much of our language just is plain and simple what we experience on an energy level, we'd be like, wow, how come I'm not a master at energy reading? It's because, you know, conditioning. Anyway. Social conditioning. Yeah, 8 of Wands. That's an interesting, in the reverse. Interesting to have at your crown. Let's take a look. I want to feel into why that is. It feels almost like, because I would love to see you move forward and to plug into your crown chakra. Wow, okay, into your crown chakra. But it's almost like you don't. Some of you may actually have, I don't want to say a crisis, but these are words, a crisis of belief. Heard how I said clown chakra? Some of you don't have the belief system that is expansive enough to support your movement forward. What's going on? Well, duh, we were just talking about that, yeah? With you feeling like you don't believe in yourself, you believe that you're a horrible person, blah, blah, blah. Guilt, right? But you have to change the way you're seeing this. And I feel that some of you may actually notice that if this message is for you too, some of you may actually notice that you do a lot of frowning during your day. Maybe a lot of brow furrowing as well. So you have to get out of the mindset that you're bogged down, that you're harried. Maybe you should go back and look at the Taurus reading. Let me see the Taurus reading. Yeah, the Taurus reading title so far, it says the scales have already been balanced. Move on. And they asked, are you still feeling your tattoo? Because the point there is that things have shifted on your insides. So obviously things on the outsides are going to have to shift. But here you are with the Hanged Man. You have to let yourself shift. Now, here's my question to you. What is your biggest fear? And I'll tell you what's stopping you here. It's a big fear of, well, the unknown. But at the end of the day, your fear of the unknown even has an underlying fear. And that underlying fear, if I'm feeling straight into your heart space, now I'm getting into inner child work. I'm feeling some of you age 7, some 4. The inner child fear is that you're going to go home and you're not going to be loved. Remember, our inner children remember moments when they didn't feel loved. They may not have had the verbiage to say that, to vocalize what's going on, to understand it, conceptualize it in a way. So what they did is they went into motion, they acted, they hid places, they got quiet, right, in reaction to something that they were experiencing in their now moment. They didn't have the ability to have hindsight. Aside from, wow, mommy was sad or daddy's angry, I won't do that again because I'm equating it with me. Because I don't know that the dad's just struggling to pay the bills right now and he's angry and blah, blah, blah. I'm thinking of it another way. So right now, I would say to your cute little inner child, oh, look at the Strength card. Stop making it about you. You're not a bad person. You didn't do anything wrong. Now, yeah, maybe you did some missteps in this lifetime, but the level of the field where we're working with your innocence is not here. It's deep. So understand that. All right? Mwah.